And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well in the sack.
Rolling quickly, but it's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. Headed out right. Making the call himself. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. So third and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Here's Swift on second down. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal. From the red zone on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Third and goal, it's Williams. On the move, hit it right. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it fourth and goal.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Running back motions right. On fourth down, it's Williams. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Black 40. Hut.
Love going to air this out to start. He's going to loft one deep to the left. His first throw is an interception. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And having gained up that handful there, that was Michael Parsons making that play.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
On play action, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks. That time, the plant was closed. It fed the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He's going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. At the 20. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Miss our last play of the quarter.
Hey, volunteer.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. It's taken in by Romadunze. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Packers on top early. Will return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at 1st down here. A give right side for Swift. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, kid, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Big strike here to Moore. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
A gain of 15. And the Bears 1st down.
Off the play fake, Williams. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Williams from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Finds him over the middle. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a second quarter lead.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, scared to catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go. 10 black. Cut.
Drive play straight ahead. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
First down, and they go right back to him. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. With the point after, here's Narvison. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. Narvison has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. One play action. Williams finds some time left. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Williams on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
That's completed right side. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap. Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Here he goes. Third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Packers take their first time out. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Santos' kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Starting from the 5. Massive hit. The ball is out. And the ball skips out of bounds. Lucky for them, no lost fumble there on the kick return.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. But sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. When you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Kicks the handoff now low. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious...
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears take over as he records his 10th career INT.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've got him in for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as a...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Bears trying to get everyone's sense. They're going quickly here. Now Williams. Connecting with his back here. Swift. There he goes. Right sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead just before halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears push their lead to 6. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. First down throw. Here's Love. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down.
33. Yep, drill green. Ready?
Looking to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Are they going to run him down? He took it all the way. Touchdown. Oh, baby, what a return. This half is off to an excellent start, Brock. Hopefully it's an indicator of the type of action we're going to see through to the end of this one.
These guys just come out of the locker room, Kate, and it's offense and it's defense and it's our scripts, but those special teams guys come out wanting to be special, and he was.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Has room down the left sideline. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears take the lead right away in half number 2. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Williams and the Bears getting set to try for 2.
The Bears.
Right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Bears 26. Bears 21.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
The A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Set, ready, set.
Running this one left. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grab the lead on their first series of the half.
Okay, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level. This rookie is putting on a show.
And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points. Narvison has it all set up for the kickoff. Luther Burden now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And the Bears first down.
First down throw by Williams. He finds a doomsday downfield. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 3rd quarter lead. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears take a 4-point lead.
Bears 33, Packers 29.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
43 red, left. Here, ready.
Play action. Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Love now on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And this is is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up fourth down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's fourth down.
Ready.
Back to throw it. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a lead just before the end of the third. The point after, here's Narvison. The extra point cracks up the upright and ricochets through. And the Packers push their lead to 3. Narvison has it all set up for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He's back to throw. And they got home, sacked him on fourth down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines?
And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. One play after their defense makes a stand, Brock. This offense says thank you very much and hits the end zone for 6.
That's really what you like to see, Kate. Both sides of the ball capable of making big plays and stacking that momentum with each other. And you really like to see the offense was prepared to get out there. The call dialed in and ready to go, ready to strike when the opportunity presented itself.
He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Williams from the gun. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
43 rail, ready.
Shotgun now for Love. Buying some time right.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Love now on third and goal. Has it down close. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. For the point after, here's Narvison. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead. Narvison has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. Looking quickly here. One play action. Williams. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, Williams escapes the pocket. Throwing the out route complete. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. He goes to the hurry up here. To throw, Williams. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. Well, it kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Working quickly here.
Fight, 97. Set.
Now Love on the play fake. He rolls to his right. Completed to his running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Drill, 52. Hut.
Throwing his Love on third. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. 4th down. Here's Love. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Pass brought in by Watson. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's good for a Packers 1st down.
Ready.
First down.
They'll try and punch it in. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Set.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Pressure gets there, right side. It's blocked.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated. But I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams. And you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. First down, Williams to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. On the ground with Swift. And we'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Bears hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Pass brought in by Burden. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Trying to set this up quick. Williams on the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offensive line fast. 3rd down. Here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll run it with Swift. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
10 seconds.
Nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here.
1 yards. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
50 series.
Throwing again. Love. Chased out to his right. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
It's his running back. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Offense up to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 14.
Once more, it's Love. That one connects. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after, up and good by Narvison. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead.
Bears 36.
Narvison has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings